Welcome to today's explainer. So picture this. You're at a total crossroads in your career. You're sitting across from an executive coach, hashing out a decision that could literally alter your whole professional trajectory. We're not talking about what is happening right now, but rather what could happen. Today, we're going to nail down exactly how to communicate these complex, kind of unreal scenarios with absolute clarity in English. Let's jump right into it. Imagine your coach looks you dead in the eye, sizes up the situation, and drops this classic piece of advice. If I were you, I would accept the job. Now, we're going to deconstruct the exact mechanics of that sentence today, because getting this structure right is not just checking a box on a grammar test. It's an absolute game changer for negotiating, pitching scenarios, and tackling those tricky professional dilemmas with total confidence. Part 1. The breakdown. We're deconstructing the hypothesis. Okay, let's treat this just like a concrete business formula. It's built in 3 really simple steps. First up, the condition. You take if and add a verb in the past simple. Second, drop in a comma, which, by the way, is completely mandatory if you're starting with the if part. And finally, the result. This is where that magic word would comes in, followed by a base verb, meaning the infinitive but with no to. Now here is the absolute most important takeaway. Even though we are using a past simple verb in step 1, we are not talking about the past. We use this exact equation to talk about the present or future, but specifically for situations that are purely hypothetical, imaginary, or basically the complete opposite of our current reality. But watch out, because this is a total trap. This brilliantly illustrates the most frequent error I see experienced professionals make in conversational scenarios: sneaking the word would inside the if clause. It's super tempting to say, if I would have time, but yeah, scratch that, it is totally incorrect. Would belongs exclusively in the results section, never, ever with the condition. It's got to be, if I had time, I would help you. Honestly, if you can just keep would away from if, your communication is going to instantly sound vastly more precise and natural. Moving on to part 2, the twist. Enter the where rule. So, you might have noticed an elephant in the room with our opening quote, if I were you. Wait a minute. Isn't the past simple of I am supposed to be I was? Why didn't this hotshot coach say if I was? Well, here's where the structure of English gets kind of fascinating. Welcome to the were rule. In the second conditional, especially in business or formal settings, the verb to be transforms into a were for literally everybody. I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Yep, absolutely everyone uses were. Why? Because it acts like a giant flashing neon sign. Saying if I were you or if he were the CEO instantly signals to whoever's listening, hey, we are leaving reality now, we're in imagination land. It's our way of firmly framing the whole thing as a pure hypothesis. Which brings us to part 3, the pivot, reality versus hypothesis. This distinction right here is absolutely crucial for highly effective strategic communication. Look at the left side, the first conditional. If we launch tomorrow, we will win. That is a real concrete business projection. Like the product is boxed, the PR is ready, it's happening. But look at the right side, today's second conditional. If we launched tomorrow, we would win. In this scenario, we know for a fact we are not launching tomorrow. Maybe the devs are behind, maybe the budget dried up. By just swapping launch and will to launched and would, you instantly shift from a solid projection to exploring a fantasy scenario. It's a tiny structural tweak, but man, does it pack immense impact when you're presenting strategies to your team. Now, to give you an even more complete toolkit, let's add a structure that uses this exact same mechanic, wish plus the past simple. This little formula borrows that same past tense logic to help us express current workplace frustrations or just wanting things to be different. You know the feeling. You're totally overloaded with projects, so you say, I wish I had more time. Or maybe funding is tight for a campaign. I wish the budget were larger. And hey, look at that. The were rule pops right back up in that second example. It's just a really elegant way to articulate your current hurdles while picturing the ideal solution. Finally, part 4, the resolution, your strategic decision. So let's put you right back in that seat across from your coach with a real business dilemma. Look at this question. If you found out a competitor's secret, what would you do? I want you to sit with that image for a second. Challenge yourself right now to mentally finish that sentence using our golden structure. Start with I would, and then drop in your action in the infinitive. The next time you're pitching alternatives, warning about hypothetical risks, or giving expert advice, you're going to know exactly how to build that bridge. Thanks for joining this explainer. Keep practicing those scenarios, and I'll catch you next time.